Welcome to e-learning course on Applied Thermodynamics, module Reciprocating Compressor, session Multi-stage Compressor and Work Saving. Myself Ramesh BR, Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Jain Institute of Technology, Davangere. So, we start with multi-stage compression. We make use of a line diagram and PV diagram where the multi-stage compression process is represented. Multi-stage compression refers to the compression process completed in more than one stage, that is, a part of compression occurs in one cylinder and subsequently compressed air is sent to subsequent cylinders for further compression. In case it is desired to increase the compression ratio of the compressor, then multi-stage compression becomes inevitable. If you look at the expression for volumetric efficiencies, then it shows that volumetric efficiency decreases with increase in pressure ratio. This aspect can also be explained using PV representation shown in figure. Therefore, the volumetric efficiency decreases with increase in pressure ratio in compressors with single stage compression. Also, for getting the same amount of free air delivery, the size of the cylinder is to be increased with increasing pressure ratio. The increase in pressure ratio also requires sturdy structure from mechanical strength point of view for withstanding large pressure differences. The solution to number of difficulties discussed above lies in using the multi-stage compression, where compression occurs in parts in different cylinders one after the other. Figure shows the multi-stage compression occurring in two stages. Here the first stage of compression occurs in cycle 6, 1, 2, 5, that is 6, 1, 2, 5, and after first stage of compression, partly compressed enters the second stage of compression, that is second stage of compression from 2, 3, 4, 5. In case of multi-stage compression, the compression in first stage occurs at low temperature and subsequent compression in following stages occurs at high temperature. The compression work requirement depends largely upon the average temperature during compression. Higher average temperature during compression has larger work requirement compared to low temperature, so it is always desired to keep the low average temperature during compression. Apart from cooling during compression, the temperature of air at inlet to compressor can be reduced so as to reduce compression work. In multi-stage compression, the partly compressed air leaving first stage is cooled up to ambient air temperature in intercooler that you can observe in your line diagram, and then sent to subsequent cylinder for compression. Thus, intercoolers when put between stages reduce the compression work, and compression is called intercooled compression. Intercooling is called perfect when temperature at inlet to the subsequent stages of compression is reduced to ambient temperature. Figure shows multi-stage, that is two-stage intercooled compression. Intercooling between two stages causes temperature drop from 0.3 to 0.2, so that you can observe in the PV diagram, and compression from 1, 2 dash, 3 dash. Thus, intercooling offers reduced work requirement by the amount shown by the area 2, 3, 4, this area on PV diagram. If the intercooling is not perfect, then the inlet state to second or subsequent stage shall not lie on the isothermal compression process line, and this stage shall lie between actual state discharge from first stage and isothermal compression lines. Figure shows the schematic of multi-stage compressor double acting with intercooler between stage. The total work represented for this is algebraic sum of work required for low pressure and high pressure stages. The size of HP cylinder is smaller than LP cylinder, as HP cylinder handles high pressures air having smaller specific volumes. So work requirement here will be based on the area of LP cylinder, area 1267, that is given by this expression what we have derived in single stage. And then for HP cylinder, area 3456 represents HP cylinder, and the expression is here from single stage, and the total work is the summation of work of LP plus HP cylinder, and we have P1 V1 is equal to P3 V3. After simplification, the expression becomes n by n minus 1 into P1 V1 multiplied with P2 over P1 whole to the power of n minus 1 by n plus P4 V4 P4 over P3 over whole to the power of n minus 1 over n minus 2, and it is in terms of kilojoules. Further, we have the expression in terms of kilojoules. The above expression gives the work done in case of two stages of compression. So indicated power of compressor can be written as work into n over 60, and 60 represents converting or keeping the expression in the form of seconds, or to keep in terms of watt. If P1 V1 is replaced by MRT1, then work required per kg of air is given by the expression this. So P1 is replaced with MRT1, M is taken as unit mass, so you will get the expression in terms of kilojoules per kg. Therefore, indicated power of the compressor is given by P into MA into W. W represents work, M represents mass, and heat rejected in the intercooler is given by MA into Cp into T2 minus T3 in terms of kilowatt, and heat rejected during the process of compression is given by gamma minus 1 n by gamma minus 1 into work done during the compression process. And total heat rejected in the stage or per stage is given by heat rejected during compression plus heat rejected in the intercooler. So this gives the total heat rejected per stage of compression. Moving further, we will discuss need for intercooling and work saving here. We will make use of PV diagram. Here there are two diagrams are there. So to compare what is the work saving with intercooling and without intercooling. In a multi-stage compressor, the air is compressed in succeeding cylinders, and as a result the temperature of the compressed air increases to higher levels after every stage. It is important to note that the pressure of compressed air is an important requirement and not the temperature. Thus, the temperature of air needs to be reduced, and this is achieved with an intercooler. An intercooler is a heat exchanger which cools the compressed air so that it can be compressed again and again depending on the requirement. Usually, the intercooler is installed between the cylinders in each stage to cool the air before it is taken to the next cylinder for further compression. Intercoolers in multi-stage units may function through water or air cooling. Here the figure A shows the net work done in compressing the air from condition 1 to 3, from 1 to 2, 3, given by the sum of work done in each stages, that is work done during low pressure and high pressure. It gives the total work. The work done by the LP cylinder is given by the area A12B, and for high pressure cylinder it is given by B23C. So illustrated in figure as in B with the intercooler, the compressed air leaving the LP cylinder at condition 2 enters the intercooler and gets cooled till condition 3, okay, and it is reached, then enters the HP cylinder, that is condition 3 means here it is X. The net work done by the LP cylinder remains same, that is A12B with the same as of A12B of without intercooler, but the work done during intercooling is BXYCB, that is BXYCB. Without intercooler work is B23C. If you compare these two areas, the area is less for BXYCB with B23C. So the shaded region represents the amount of work savings done with an intercooler. So there lies an importance of intercooling where we can save work in a multi-stage compression process. Now moving on to the next one, which is intermediate pressure and minimum work done. So when intercooling is perfect, the maximum saving in work would be obtained. It may be noted that saving in work required varies on the intercooler pressure, that is intermediate pressure. This is the pressure of intermediate. So when the initial pressure P1 and final pressure P4 are fixed values of intercooler, pressure of intermediate can be found by differentiating the total work done with respect to intermediate pressure and equating to 0. Therefore, total work done by two stages here, LP plus HP, is given by this expression. As you can check with the single stage derivation part. So let we take n minus 1 by n is equal to A for simplification. P2 is equal to P3 is equal to Pi. You can observe in your PV diagram. P2 is equal to P3, which is intermediate pressure, which is taken as Pi, and P1 is the suction pressure Ps, and P4 is the delivery pressure Pd. So therefore we are going to replace these pressure terms P2, P1, P4, P3 with these conditions, as well as n by n minus 1 with A. So we will get this expression. Now to get minimum work and to find out intermediate pressure, we have to equate, differentiate and equate the total work. So we are going to differentiate with respect to intermediate pressure and we are going to equate it to 0. So this is a expression what we can write with the differentiation. After differentiation, we will get RT1 over A into 1 over Ps to the power of A into A Pi A minus 1 plus Pd A minus A Pi of A minus 1 over Pi to A, which is equal to 0. And we are going to simplify this expression. After simplification, we will get this, then by interchanging the terms and powers we will get this, and finally by shifting the terms onto the right hand side we will get positive term, and taking the suction and delivery pressure onto one side, intermediate pressure onto other side, we will get this expression, and finally simplifying for the powers of these two pressures, three pressures, suction, delivery and the intermediate, we will get this, and finally we can write here the power is same here for suction and delivery. We can write it as Ps into Pd whole to the power of minus A, which is equal to Pi whole to the Pi to the power of minus 2A, and negative sign can be removed here. So based on that, on both sides we have the negative form, so we will get this, and then we can write Pi is equal to root of Ps Pd from this expression, as A gets cancelled on both the sides, as well negative sign will also get cancelled. Then further we can say that the intermediate pressure, or from the above expression we can say that it is same for same index value of n and cooling is perfect. So this expression can be used to find out the intermediate pressure of a multi-stage compression process. To find minimum work required per cycle, we will make use of work done for multi-stage, and we are going to substitute for intermediate pressures here by replacing, we have already replaced P2, P1, P4 with suction pressure, intermediate pressure and delivery pressure, and from the relation here intermediate pressure is replaced with root of Ps Pd, and then we are going to simplify the expressions like this one by one. It is just a mathematical simplification, and finally we will come across this expression 2 into RT1 by A, which is Pd over Ps to the power of A by 2 minus 1, and the final expression for minimum work done per cycle becomes 2 into n by n minus 1 RT1 multiplied by delivery pressure over suction pressure whole to the power of n minus 1 by 2n minus 1, and this is the expression which is there for minimum work required per cycle for two-stage air compression. And this ends the session on multi-stage compression and minimum work requirement, or how to save the work. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to my channel BR Mech Academy.